wow, it's 7 already.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? We're here. Are we on the right account?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Captain's chair.
Just fucking brag about it.
I don't get to sit over here very often.
Never. Once a year.
Anyways, welcome. Welcome back for some of you. We were just on minutes ago. Got the GoPro
Exciting.
going. Hopefully it won't overheat this time.
Probably. If you didn't watch the intro, you didn't miss anything. We talked about some events we're doing and stuff like that, so if you want to see that just terrific, engaging content, go over to my page.
All about
And
Eric.
if you don't do that.
Tonight we are tying a prom dress. Big, flashy son of a bitch. What type of perdigon are you tying?
Ooh, you know, number one. I can't wait till that hits the steelhead world and people start tying them on
Steelhead
like...
perdigons?
Yeah, it's steelhead
Wow.
size.
Like fishing jigs on a Euro rod.
Yeah, well, no. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like just
No.
or just a regular 8-weight.
I ran out of egg patterns, so I figured I'd do a prom dress. That's it. That's all I got.
This is gonna be
No.
books.
I was bored one day, and I have a bunch of books, and I have Bill Herzog wrote a book about fishing spoons that's akin to like Dec Hogan's book or Trey Combs or Bill McMillan's.
Do you have that book?
Which ones? I have all those.
Oh.
Yeah.
And which ones have you read?
All of them.
You
I read pretty fast.
You read the intro, the introduction.
Yeah, I read the foreword and I consider it done.
And then the last page.
Yeah,
You know,
the
where
index.
you
Yeah.
did it. Yeah.
And then I'm done.
Cool.
I have a pretty good idea of what
I
it
can
was.
tell from the knowledge that you've read it multiple times.
How long could it possibly take to tie this thing? Not
We're
much.
gonna find out tonight.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have to kill a ton of time because they go really quick.
Well, you could.
I could do a couple. You know, I could do that.
Look at
Anyways,
this guy take initiative.
They're tied normally on shanks. So, and that's because Scott Howell, the creator or designer?
Originator,
Which one of the three?
the one I said.
Sure, bud. Scott Howell developed this pattern. Fishes a lot in the winter on the North Umpqua. He uses bullet head weights though.
Sometimes.
I think probably he's past that now. But that's something
maybe
you could put on in front of these. It drops down, it fishes.
Not in our local rivers. You'd be on the bottom the whole time. But if you
See.
fish the Umpqua in the winter, pretty ledgy and deep in pockets. Maybe stuff on the coast. I don't know. I don't fish the coast.
Of course. But yeah, super quick. It's a guide dye kind of thing. You could do it with 3 materials, basically. I'll be doing it on a tube because we don't really fish shanks.
I guess if you really wanted to make it extra heavy, you could put like 2 of those large tungsten raw weights right there, tie the fly, and then end it with a cone. I mean, that would be some serious chuck and duckage going on.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very fun to
Wouldn't
fish.
be very fun to fish, but it's going to get down.
Yeah.
Not really my MO for winter steelheading. I usually don't try to fish anything deeper than max 8 feet, but that 3 to 5 is kind of the sweet spot.
Yeah, let the tip do all the work. I don't want that fucking like fishing one of those squid rows.
I fished that
Dude.
my first year
Woof.
steelheading, and I was like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's
And
a lot
I
of work.
sucked.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's like if you stop anywhere or slow down or do anything, it's like nope, you fucked it up.
Yeah. Well, if you stop anywhere on a spell catch, you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, but more so. Anyways,
What do you got there? GSP thread?
yeah,
Okay.
got thread. Any thread will do. Who cares?
All right.
And oh boy, I have
Get out of
some.
control.
Here we go. Salar. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, this guy didn't see the intro on my page. He's like, oh shit, Colby on the Vice. Yes, we covered this. Colby's on the Vice. He's like, I'm going to tie next week. And I was like, can't fucking wait.
Knock yourself out, bud.
So I just get to sit here and chill.
It's nice. It's actually pretty nice. You laugh occasionally, you say some dumb shit, and then like, that's it. You're done.
Okay.
But yeah, tinsel, body. You could use Mylar. You could use whatever.
Why
you
not
could
have
even
the tinsel
skip it.
all the way back to the rear of the tube? Is there a point of that?
No point.
Okay.
Yeah. No point. How are the comments coming?
-0. Somebody says, I'm
Negative
out of here.
0.
The other person said, I hate my life.
I don't remember commenting.
Yeah.
I hate having the mice.
We're not going to be here for 7 hours just because this fly could probably take you about 7 minutes, but you never know.
It's true.
If he ties in times 10 speed, we might be able to tie 2. We're going to just kind of feel it out and see how it goes.
I can get 2 in.
I think so.
Depends on how much talkie I want to do.
Hopefully not a lot.
Hopefully not a lot.
Yeah.
Looks
great.
Yeah, it really. I don't think it fucking matters personally. I really don't think that the wrap of the body
That's what
is not gonna fucking matter.
No, that's why they're eating it.
100%.
Guaranteed.
I mean, fuck. It's covered with that much flash. Like you can't even see the fucking body. Like it's not.
It's in there.
Doesn't matter. Anyways, what does matter is that you have like a dubbing ball.
Shoulder?
Yeah, shoulder.
Okay.
Well, the ball and then the shoulder.
Oh, you do a ball and a shoulder?
You could.
Okay.
Howell does it with bear.
You keep saying bear. Are you talking about grizzly bear?
I think it's polar bear. I think it's dyed polar bear. But
Yeah.
he just literally says, use good bear. During the video. Like,
Good
that's all
bear.
it says.
Yeah,
Yeah, good. Use good bear. Like, use quality bear.
Probably polar bear.
Probably. It was pink. So, there's that. Anyways, I use the Estaz. What?
I'm just saying, oh, hell yeah. Somebody was talking about checking some of those for bluefin. Yeah, they'd probably eat that shit.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon they would. But, I do a couple wraps of this instead of a dubbing ball.
God, that's so much Zappa-Gap. No,
Everything you own has a ton of Zappa-Gap.
It's like a little...
Jesus,
mountain.
it's a crater. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Remember when you got Zappa-Gap all over your fucking telephone?
My telephone?
Cell
What,
phone.
My 80?
Cell phone.
What, my rotary phone? That I have
Yeah.
in my
You
house?
remember that?
Yeah. No, I do remember pouring it all over my cell phone. That was great.
Yeah.
I did clean it up, though. I don't know how. I don't know how I got it all off there, but I did.
You panically washed it in the sink.
Well, then it got some of it off, and then that like kind of dried, and I used that Gooby Gone and a razor blade.
It works.
It did. So, pro tip right there: if you ever spill an entire
Thing of
bottle of
Zappa-Gap on your cell
on
phone.
your screen of your cell phone, try to wash most of it off.
Oh, you got
Really
Trey
work.
Combs' book right there. Steelhead Fly Fishing and Flies.
Oh,
That's cool.
somebody gave that to
Look
me.
at you. Is that your one book?
Well, there's 4 in front of you.
I can't count. After
Just
you've got a
1,
nice little
2,
ball going, you're
3,
going to use
4.
a brush to make the shoulder. Again, Scott Howell on his original pattern does a dubbing loop
Of good bear.
of quality good bear.
Okay, I'm learning a lot here right now.
Yeah,
I'm
bear-
picking up what you're putting down.
Bear with me.
Oh my god, no more puns.
It's puns.
It's not.
You don't need a whole lot of this either. We'll probably do like 2 wraps.
All about them brushes, though. I do love a brush.
Big fan.
Steelhead, muskie, bass. It just makes it so easy to make a
Very.
big shoulder, and it's got flash in there and some EP stuff, and
If you tie it down good, it's not coming apart. Nothing's coming out.
yeah, it never collapses like a dummy ball or
Where's
if
your
you
bad
do.
scissors?
Oh fuck, they're in my.
Are they? I
thing.
wonder if I can use these.
I use these.
I don't want to ruin my good scissors.
And yeah, if you do like a dubbing loop or composite loop or whatever, don't get me started.
Yeah. Fuck your composite loops.
If you know the steelhead got toothy critter stuff, so if they nick that thread, your whole composite loop's going to come undone. I guess you could, Zappa-Gap it or something like that, so it kind of locks it in. But wire's not going
It's
anywhere.
not coming out. coming
Jeremiah, we're filming on my phone, so that text message that you just sent, I can't see it.
I
So
saw it. Fuck you,
If
Jeremiah.
it's not appropriate for, I hope he's coming in hot with a photo.
He's
too.
just sending us photos of nymphs.
I love it.
I can see a hand. That's all I see.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? The one thing, though, with the brushes is you have to brush the brushes. A lot of hair gets trapped in there. You want it nice and tight, or nice and fluffed out.
Do you know how to fix these?
Jeez.
Just
No.
somebody asked if it would work for redfish. Anything would work for redfish if they see it. And you're in Louisiana, they're going to eat it. Florida, I hear they're more picky. Texas, I don't know, I've never been there. But if you're in Louisiana, they're going to eat pretty much anything if you don't throw it on their tail. And even if you throw it on their tail and they spook and they swim away, if you get another cast in front of it, a lot of times they'll turn and they'll eat it.
Try again.
Yeah. The thread is Vivus GSP. What is that, 100?
Who asked?
I don't know, somebody.
I don't fucking know.
Scott did. Is that 100 or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's cool. It's kind of flat, so sometimes if you spin the bobbin that way, it'll put the edge on it.
The other thing that I like with this is when you're tying in the flash, you can get 3 good wraps, and then you can kind of massage it around like deer hair because the GSP is kind of slippery that way.
Yeah, I get my thumb on there and just...
Yeah, you just... And it spreads it out really nicely without having to be super precise. It was nice.
Okay.
All right. Cool. You're done. So after that, you got your shoulders, so now you do your flash. This is kind of the fun part where... Fucker. Oh, yeah. We kind of come back to the spoon fishing, per se. Oh, I don't think I covered that yet on this one.
What's that?
The whole, like, the spoon port, like Bill Herzog, yada, yada, yada. All right, we're live.
I don't want to do that again. It only lasted 13
piece them
minutes.
all together.
That's what she said, Ryan. There, I got one in.
Before I got too hot.
I got one in, so
anyways,
2 more in there for you.
GoPro already died once. That's good.
1080, and it's not hot in here, obviously. I'm dressed
Flies
up like
barely. I guess it's in there.
That's just the preview window. It's a widescreen. Have you not used one of these before?
I don't.
You're the IT guy.
No, I don't use GoPros. I can't afford a GoPro.
Now you can't.
I'm on that fucking not much
Here comes
money
the GoPro fund,
thing.
yeah.
Please, for $9.99, you can help guys in need.
Yeah, guys in need. I made it 1080, 24 frames. It has full battery. I don't know if it's overheating.
It's got it, but it doesn't feel hot. Well, it's a little warm, but not like super hot.
But I mean, it's a fucking extreme sport thing. Like what? You can only use it in the North Pole? Or
clearly,
something?
we are too extreme for this.
We're too extreme
Way
for
too
GoPro.
extreme.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, I thought it was kind of a fun intersection between like, oh, Scott Howells doing a prom dress, like it's a high water event, so your waters are brown or dirty or colored, flashy shit, fishes well for that, can fish well for that. My words suck. And then,
Hey, FYI, you're only 14 minutes in.
fuck.
Yeah, you have 46 more minutes.
Damn, I gotta talk slower.
Yeah, or just like, accurately or correct. Or...
Any of those things. Anyways, I thought it would be kind of fun to do the prom dress with an intersection of Bill Herzog's spoon fishing. I was reading Bill Herzog's book and then had a chat with him later on about like the spoons he uses. GoPro just died again because it's a piece of shit.
We're not turning it back on anymore.
It's done.
Oh,
It's
no.
dead. What? What's it?
It's still on.
It's the preview's off because it's got the button.
That's fine.
Okay. Well,
Did you hear beep,
no
beep,
beep,
beep?
no beep, no beep. Beep free.
Welcome to Sell Your 40.
Yeah.
How does GoPro work?
How
I fucking hate this thing.
does it work?
If it goes off though, that's it. No horizontal thing. I'm
No
just
YouTube.
The YouTube's not gonna work. Okay.
Yeah. Colby Tiny Steelhead flies shouldn't he catch? Jesus. Isn't there like a block function? There's got to be a block function, like a.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Anyways. So yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do the whole spoon thing. I asked him, what kind of color spoons he's using when he goes steelhead fishing. He developed the BC Steel spoon. They're covered with actual silver and gold. Like
real gold?
Real gold. I shit you not.
Melt some of those down, man.
And, it's just coated with 24 karat.
24 karat?
I don't know how many carats there are. It's like fucking garden. I don't know how many carats there are in that shit. But it's gold coated. And so he fishes silver and gold like 90% of the time. And then When it's low and clear or spooky conditions or what have you, he fishes copper.
Did you say spooky?
Spooky conditions.
Okay, time out. We gotta cover some stuff.
What is spooky?
So another person asked, I mainly fish for redfish. Will this work? Yes.
What?
Again,
why is all this redfish shit?
Anything will work for redfish as long as you're in Louisiana. If you're somewhere else, I can't help you out. Mosquito Lagoon, you probably have to go down to 7X and, I don't know, 22 size Prince Nymph. But
sure.
Jack, good chop. We covered that.
Spooky. Low and clear.
Somebody asked, gold and
Or just
silver, is
super
that
clear.
why? Because it's supposed to mimic a spoon. Yes. Also to that.
Where have they been?
No one
listens to it.
Well,
because you have to redo it over and over and over again.
This is why people don't tune into the intro thing. It's just they want to hear me say it twice. So yeah, that's the idea. I think that's all. And then somebody asked about the beats I've been making. Well, we don't need to cover that right now. I'll cover that another day. But yeah, that's my goal, is to get back into music making. I don't know. I went to school for sound engineering for 2 years, and then like 2 months before I was going to graduate, that's when I was like 28 or 29.
Epiphany.
I went fly fishing for the first time. I got into fly fishing way late. So
did I.
Yeah. So last year before?
Yeah, last year.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I went fly fishing, saw a fish, eat a dry fly, dropped out of college the next day, and was guiding in Alaska the next year. Didn't waste any time. So, anyways, I back then.
Long story long.
Well, I'm trying to kill some time here for you. This is for you.
Oh, I totally paused out.
Yeah, that's debatable.
I take it back.
Yeah. Take it back.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm not done.
A lot of people go to college for 7 years. Yeah. What happened for a music degree?
It was a 2-year program. I didn't start going to college till I was 26 or something like that. Look, I moved to Portland when I was 22. I'm not going to fucking college when I'm 22.
You go to Reed College?
Fuck no. I went to PCC. I was broke as fuck.
I should have gone to Reed
Side
College.
note, Portland didn't used to be the dumpster fire that is now. In 2001 or whatever, when I moved here, it was the best fucking city on the planet. I worked 3 days a week. I lived in the Northwest on like 21st. Everybody was riding bikes.
Cheap. What was your rent?
My rent for a 2-bedroom, like large
500?
townhouse was $700 between two guys. So $350 each.
Yeah.
Everything was cheap. Alcohol, food. Everybody rode bikes. No one was over 30, and we just raged and partied our asses off for like.
Your mom just said they safely got home.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Good
Thanks,
for them.
Janie. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Partied our asses off for like 7 or 8 years, and then I was like, I should probably do something different. Anyways, so that's why I went to school, and then I dropped out. So no big deal. But back then, not really embarrassing because I did really like it, but not everybody's. Me and my friends were really into drum and bass. Loved it. So
There it is.
Yeah, I definitely went to some raves.
Aggressive drum and bass.
I took ecstasy once. This is a great story. I'm not going to tell the whole thing here, but long story short, again, took ecstasy, was having a great time. Saw a bunch of people rolling in this creek, and I was like, that's weird. So I followed the creek.
Physically rolling?
Yeah,
or
like
rolling.
Well, yeah, both.
Both, okay.
Yeah, you and the puns. Okay?
Sorry, man. It's my drug.
The pun is the drug?
Yes.
And so they're playing in this creek. I was like, what the fuck? So investigate, right? So I'm like following the creek up, and it dead ends at like this wall. I'm like, what the hell? And I look down, and it's a bunch of like...
salmon.
No, porta potties, like falling over. I'm like, what's this?
Oh, God.
I still didn't get it. So I'm like, whatever. These go over the creek? So I like walk around to the other side. No creek.
The porta potties are the source, the headwaters.
So these kids were just rolling around in shit. And that's the last time I ever did hard drugs. And the only time. What, you think mushrooms are hard drugs?
No.
Yeah, I never did anything else.
They were great.
But yeah, gross. So anyways, love drum and bass.
Time.
So I like all the drums and the bass, obviously drum and bass, breaks and all that stuff. So anyways, we went to a bunch of shows, and we used to DJ, and we used to produce music, and it was awesome. So now... Oh, I'm sorry. Am I fucking boring you? I will fucking come over there and punch you right in front of your face.
Jesus.
Fucking come into my house and yawn.
Anyways, he got an MPC.
No, I got the Ableton Push 2, and I got Ableton Live back on, and I got a little studio upstairs, and so I'm just fucking around making some shit. Just making music, maybe a little hip-hop.
Put that over your fly tying videos like Jason does, but just loud enough that you can't hear you talking.
No, I don't want to do that. But... Yeah, I like making music, so that's what I'm doing in between guiding and Time Flies this year, because I can get pigeonholed like I have for the last 14 years, where all I do is scout, tie flies, fly fish, and guide. And I just got to branch out a little bit. I'm wigging out. I'm getting weird.
Knitting, huh?
My entire basement is fucking out of control. It looks like a fly shop. I got too many boats. There's waders and shit everywhere. It's great, but it's like let's ease up a little bit.
You're the fish guy.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's what I'm doing.
Sly and Robbie, hope you know who they are. Sly?
I don't. Is this a drum bass group?
I'm guessing so.
We're lucky enough to befriend our buddy Will from Chasing Status, and so we used to hang out with him, and he would help us with some beats, and he was a great guy. And they're still killing it. They just came out with a new album.
Fucking Christ. Okay.
Hey, sorry, somebody was cool when they were younger. What were you doing when you were
God, what is it? Suddenly VH1? Who fucking cares?
Cheeseburger after cheeseburger.
I did have 2 cheeseburgers before I got here. How'd you know that?
I can smell it on your breath.
I stopped at Dairy Queen.
And did you have a chocolate shake?
No. No shake.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So back to what I was fucking saying. Before we got into fucking Beethoven's history of music. Oh, my girlfriend joined. Sweet. Wave. Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
How about you talk about your horses that you got?
I got 2 horses.
Those are cheap.
Those are not cheap, actually. Yeah, so
So
spoons.
go from the 6-figure salary
to no figure.
to no figure, and you're like 2 horses,
Please,
and
stat.
move into a house that's $1,000 more a month.
Yeah.
I mean, decision making is
My abacus adds up.
it's going good.
looking
The numbers
positive.
don't track, but
What numbers?
no numbers. Yeah. Okay.
It's good. Anyways, can we hear about the cheeseburger? Hi, Leaky. Oh, I think we're supposed to shout out David, Gabe, and Ethan. Happy birthday, Ethan. Oh, 7:23. We are getting there. Slide down. Why am I reading the comment? What the fuck you do here?
Oh, reggae. They're the Kings. Worked with Whalers and everybody. Oh, cool. Unfortunately, they made that new movie called Bob Marley Rise Up or something. I saw a preview last time. They're just going to ruin
terrible.
Yeah. It's
Who'd
just
they cast?
some guy that actually sounds like him and kind of looks like him.
Okay. That would be the important part if you're doing a movie, is like hope
Probably.
it looks like him. Yeah.
I think, fun fact, Bob Marley was like, this spiritual, whatever, Rastafarian guy. And then he got toe cancer from...
The soccer ball.
Yeah. And then
he didn't get toe cancer. He got an infection.
And then he wouldn't go to the doctor and he died from that.
Rastaman. His foot be looking mad irie.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, I wish I could take that back.
We're going to get...
Yeah, so the prom dress and...
Eric, want to talk about decisions. Mustache, that's all. So you think he should grow one?
No, she's questioning your decisions.
Because I grew a mustache?
The big duster.
God, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Weigh in. Should I shave this thing? Because Colby's girlfriend thinks that I should. Take a look at Colby and take a look at me. Do you think we would date the same person?
No.
That's a big negative.
That's a big negative.
And that's a chop, Leaky. I'm coming for your horses, bro.
Come for his horses. Come correct. Anyways, Bill Herzog spoons. Herzog only fishes gold and silver and copper. So we're tying this fly, the prom dress, which is literally all flash. And I was like seeing it on, I saw it on the wall. I was like, wow. That's
Sonny just said my
gold and
mustache
silver.
rules.
Sorry, Cooley. Yeah. Negative cha-ching. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to use gold.
Was negative cha-ching meaning your bank account? Or was that just like
it's something in my... it's an inside joke. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, okay. Chop.
You weren't there.
You weren't there. We joked about it in the line for Dairy Queen. It was hilarious.
You weren't there.
Okay.
Anyways, one big chunk.
How many strands?
1.
This will take
2,
up the rest of the time. This is
3.
great. You lose.
Yeah.
Gotta start over.
Quite a lot. Actually, I could probably do a little less. Let's go. Don't sneeze.
Okay.
It would go everywhere. One big hunk. Cut them off long, and because you're going to tie them in the middle, and tie them in and fold them back. And you do one hunk on top, and then you're going to switch it over and do a hunk of either the same color or a different color on the back. Oh, I
Fantastic.
hate when that happens. That's a
stuff.
butthole.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
what you gonna do here? Just force it.
Just force it.
Yeah.
When in doubt, force it out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There we
Is that
go.
your poop mantra?
Yeah. When in doubt, squeeze and force it out.
And that's it. We're done.
That's it. That's the top.
Looks great.
We're done.
Extended Atlantic salmon fly.
Exactly. Yeah, you get in like 3 wraps, and then with the GSP, since it's pretty slick, you can get in there with your thumb and basically squeeze it around, get some better coverage. Boom. There you go.
Amazing.
Man,
you're running
how
out of room
does it
already.
happen? Oh, that's like it, though. That's done.
What about the silver
Well,
stuff?
I mean, you put in the silver and you're done. I could do
What about
guinea,
the
I
guinea?
guess. Yeah, maybe.
What about
We'll
the
see.
cone?
We may not do a cone.
Oh,
Ew,
okay.
why is all your stuff like sticky?
Don't worry about it. Renzetti said it was a non-stick vice. Okay, so
I think it sticks.
it's from the
Anyways, pro tip: hair clip on the fly or on the tube. Keep your materials out of the way.
Did you bring that?
No, that's yours because I lost mine. I don't know where it was. Short story short, I found mine out front of the Riverside on the Deschutes, and I was just like, "Oh, that's mine now." And then I took it home.
I don't know
cleaned
anything
it,
about
and
the
that's it.
Deschutes. What's the Riverside?
Fuck off.
I'm serious. Is that a hotel?
No, it's like a bar and restaurant. It's right on the side of the river.
Is it in Maupin?
Yeah, it's in Maupin. Oh, sorry, you just go to the Rainbow, but no one goes to the Rainbow anymore.
I don't go anywhere there.
You don't go to the Deschutes.
I go to Warm Springs, but
Yeah.
that's not the Deschutes.
Yeah.
That's a magical place full
It
of
is.
wonderful people and lots of animals.
More finned animals than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah. I prefer that area.
I do like that area. It's a sweet area. Matt's an awesome person. Matt's whole family is terrific.
He is.
They're great people. So many, that's okay. Cool. All right, guess what? We're going to go silver. Whoppa. Cut them off long again. Time in the middle again.
Fun fact of the day. If you know who Larry Dahlberg is, he invented Flash-A-Boom.
Wow.
I recently learned that a couple years ago.
Yeah, learned that when Willen said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Took the tinsel off his Christmas tree and tied a fly and went and caught a bunch of fish and was like, we should sell this shit. And
then he did. What a great story.
That's probably the fishiest person that's left on the planet that's still alive.
I would agree. Although, do you remember Willen sharing that story about him taking temperatures of muskies' assholes?
Yeah.
That's dedication.
One time they floated, I forget what river, but he's like, row back up river, Chris. And he's like, why? He's like, I just saw a catfish spawning in a tire. And he made Willen row back up river, and they sat there for like 20 minutes, like throwing flies and different stuff. He's like, fuck it. And he just got a little like pig and jig, just flipped it in that tire. And it was like a nice big fat catfish. And he's like, okay, now we can go downriver. I was like, that guy's, he's devoted.
The boss.
He's the shit.
Yeah. Yep. Last but not least,
So Guinea. Favorite all-around spay rod for steelhead. You don't want to hear my answer, so Colby.
Favorite, but see, that's what I don't like is the all around. Like, yeah, clearly it's probably going to be a 7 weight.
Oh, I thought they meant
spay rod for steelhead.
I thought he meant like brand.
Loomis.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously, but yeah, 7 weight, 13 foot. It's like
That's
the
your do-all.
590 of trout fishing for steelhead. It does everything. You can catch summer steelhead. It doesn't feel too heavy. You catch winters. Doesn't feel too, or it's not too light. People are like, I like an 8 weight. I mean, use whatever you want. I caught a bunch of kings in Alaska on that 13 foot 7 weight.
He said all around, so that's why it's 7. But if he was like, what's your favorite spay rod for summer steelhead or winter steelhead, then you can kind of get more specialized, like 8 weights and 6 weights and what have you.
I have never fished an 8 weight that I like.
Those NRX rods I like.
I like 8133.
8133, and then I have the 8110. That thing's.
I heard the 8110 is actually pretty good.
Is fucking stout.
Yeah.
That thing is fucking stout. So, yeah. In the winter, I use 8 weights.
Sage.
Long 8 weight, and a short 8 weight. And then in the summer, a 6 weight.
Yeah. I don't like the Sage X. I know clients can cast it a country mile. It's just so fucking fast. It's like a broomstick. So, I don't cast that way. I don't use line speed. You hear that a lot. I don't use line speed. I let the Skagit do the work, and I let it sit on the water for a couple seconds, and I go real slow and peel it off like a Band-Aid stuck to my hand and let it fly. So Loomis Asquith, I mean, it's a mortgage payment, but that shit does stuff that...
Don't break it.
Yeah, don't break it. Because
you're looking at another payment.
Yeah, it's expensive to repair, but I've never broke one. I use them all the time. I know people have, but it's usually from stepping on them.
Fuck, Jack is still here throwing out shitty hot takes.
If it ain't green, it won't work. Winston 7133, 8-weight sucks ass. Okay, well that's kind of...
Says the guy who fishes once a year.
Well, he just went against what he said. The Winston Air is nice. Sylvie designed that pretty much. I was going to say helped design it, but basically designed it. The 6133 is sweet.
Yes.
That's a very nice summer steelhead rod. That's probably if I...
Long 6 is sick.
Yeah, if I was to own a 6-weight, which I don't, I would fish that one. The NRX Plus 6150, sorry.
What?
6126 is pretty nice too. But if I got to be honest, the Winston's a little better.
Yeah. I wish more companies did like niche rods, like longer 6s. I think that would be really fun, but the market's not there and the fish are not there.
I would love a 14-foot 7-weight.
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
That would be fucking fun.
The thing would launch.
The thing would be fucking fun. Long line.
Yeah.
Good
like
time.
Mid-belly, like that Timmy's Bridge.
The bridge.
The tributary.
Oh.
Fuck, that thing would just
Thing's
launch.
fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, tie your guinea in by the tip. I have the, what is this? Fish Hunter Large Dot Guinea in white UV. I think the UV's full of shit, though. I hate when they just throw UV. Yeah, like...
Not really showing up.
They put UV on fly tying products like they put organic on fucking cereal.
I mean, it
just doesn't pop.
UV. Well, I mean...
I want it to, like, pop.
It's not glow in the dark.
No, clearly it's not. I would have said glow in the dark. Twat. Ha!
I guess that's...
You had to charge it, I take it.
No, it just, came back to life.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I got a friend that is a dental hygienist, and she saw one of these live videos, and she's like, "You're staring at that UV light." I was like, "Whatever, I'm just gluing it." She's like, "No, that's really bad for your eyes. Like when they use the UV light, they have full on welding mask shit."
PPE, is that what they call it?
I don't know. Personal
protection equipment.
Energy.
Personal protective energy. Yes, crystals.
Everybody should have known that from COVID. Somebody asked, Eric, are you throwing the 5 or 7 hatch with the 7-weight spade? The 5's too small. The 7 mid-arbor will work.
Still too small.
No, I have one on my Asquith.
I like a heavy rear end.
Oh, I bet you do.
Ew.
I used to use the 9+ quite a bit, and it's nice.
13-footers?
But I kind of think I prefer the 7-weight. Because
really?
it's so fucking light.
The 7+.
The 7+. Because I don't need help dropping my hand. That the heavier reel, it does that, but it's mainly people are like, oh, it's got to bounce the rod. It's got to bounce the rod. I don't give a fuck about that. I hold my rod in a weird way that I don't just let it hang and balance. I hold it where I'm kind of pinching the line a little bit, and then I also touch the running line so I could feel that fly if a leaf hits it or something. But
sure. If
you're really into that balance shit, the 9+ is going to balance it better. I don't know if I'm doing air quotes. It will balance it better.
Doing a lot of movement.
I don't think I know what air quotes are.
Corner of my eye, I'm just seeing fucking air signals here.
All of these. So the 9+ would be better, but I mean, it's going to save you a couple $100 to get the 7+, and that Jolly Roger only comes in the 7+.
And it's non-ported, so it weighs a little bit more.
Yeah, it does have that solid, so little.
It looks fucking sick.
Just a little ad for Hatch in there, just.
Yeah, well, they're worth it. They're good people.
And their reels are the best on the planet. So if you want to drag. Do you ever fish the IMX Pro 71111? I did.
Yes, that thing's awesome.
It was awesome, but I fish big rivers. It can jack, but I just prefer a 13-foot rod. But that's a great coast rod. I mean, that thing is money. Or the Kalama, or even the Cowlitz. It's getting a little big, but some of those coastal rivers, I don't know which ones because I don't guide the coast or fish the coast. But I guess maybe North Fork, Nehalem, and whatever. I'll make up a couple. Am I getting small ones?
Yeah. You're good. That's why I like that 8110. That thing you could throw it fucking anywhere. it's fine.
Yeah. It's fun.
Look at that.
Not too bad.
Look at that. I put a Pro Sport Fisher.
Yes.
Cone head gold on that one, and then do we have a lighter around here?
You're looking at that one right there. I said
there it is. Oh, look at you.
I'd say Pro Tube, but yeah, Pro Sport Fisher. I guess it's the actual name.
Yeah, I want people to be able to search and find it. All of these products that I am using tonight are on our shop on the site. I can go over the ingredients. You like that? A little recipe and ingredients?
Put some salt and pepper.
Hey, what are you doing? What?
You're just going to melt it without the fucking tube adapter sticking out the front?
You like using the tube adapter sticking out like that, huh?
Well, then it won't close. It melts back.
That issue.
Yeah. And then there you go. And then when it dries, it keeps the hole open.
Whoa! You're like, dude, it's like I put like fucking sugar in the tomato paste or something.
If it's outside the tube adapter and you melt it, it's just going to melt it closed. You know how plastic works, right?
See.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways.
I think you do.
Couple wraps of guinea. Do not do more than like 2 wraps. It's not supposed to be anything crazy. Was it a feather or something?
Yeah, I thought it was something of a bug.
And cap it off with a little tube or a cone head.
She long.
And so what I would do is you're gonna want to cut it. And what I do is you don't want everything one length. Otherwise, they'll all kind of stick together and they won't do a whole lot of moving. You do want a lot of moving. So I stagger them.
A pair of scissors I don't have is the
shears or
serrated ones or whatever. And then I learned from my recent haircut, everybody, that if you, that's right. If you cut vertically like this, it doesn't, you're never going to get a straight across cut.
Yeah, so I do this.
Yeah.
You didn't see me at the shop doing that today? You weren't paying attention. The only reason I haven't done it here is because it's going to make a fucking mess.
Oh, and my basement's so clean. There's no feathers anywhere around
Cleaner
here.
than mine.
That's not surprising.
But anyways, when you go to cut it, pull it down and then cut with your scissors going up and diagonally. And that kind of gives us that sheer look. Sheer? I don't know. Offset? I don't fucking know.
None of those words are making sense.
But they all won't be the same length, and so that will let them all kind of move around a bit. And then you can actually trim this down if it depends on how long you like your stinger hook to sit back there. That would be the only thing. But yeah, it comes off the vise pretty long. You cut it down, and you're good to go. And that's it. I would tie, these in gold and silver. And
silver and gold.
That's a great option. All silver, or you could do all copper. Fuck, it's only $7.39.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go upstairs and just chill out. Looks like you're gonna be here for a while.
I'll be here for a while. You got another drink?
Yeah. I'm all out.
OPST right there. What's up, guys?
GoPro's still going strong.
I literally messaged them not hours ago. Here we are.
Yeah, people are requesting the running line.
Yeah, laser line the oval line, and we are going to carry both.
We got a lot of running lines at the shop.
A lot of different running lines.
I think we got them all. Although whoever did the airflow order fucked up because they should have got some of that airflow impact, the green stuff. That stuff's good too. The SA stuff, the orange, whatever that 33-pound, that stuff's good stuff. The only stuff that sucks ass is Rio Slick Shooter. I'm sorry to whoever makes that or whatever. It's not good.
What are you rocking? 30-pound? 32 pound? I think it's SA's is 32.
32. Or the chartreuse, the 44, it shoots really good too. Right. And it doesn't seem to kink as much.
Don't do 50.
It's
fucking weird.
And but that airflow, I think they're still calling it the impact, that kind of dark chartreuse. That's a good one too. It doesn't hold a lot of memory.
There's some newer shit out now too, and then Verivos is doing it again.
I don't like Verivos. I know everybody likes it. Maybe it's because everybody loves it so much that they keep it on for like 10 years, and that's the ones I cast. And it's just like
fucking.
And they're like, "Oh, it's so awesome," but it is getting a little old. I'm like,
"How long have you had it?" And they're like, "Oh, like 6 years."
Yeah.
You're like, it's $30.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what Verivos is going for right
Whatever
now.
Whatever it is,
it's a consumable. Yeah. Change it out once a season. It's not that bad. Where's my? Oh,
She's
that's
sitting
cool.
behind
She's
you.
chilling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's it. How are we doing on questions? You're doing a great job covering those.
Oh yeah. Well, they're now they're kind of coming in. Somebody said I've been using the SA44 green. It's been shooting great. Yeah. I got one on one rod, and I got the 32 or whatever, the orange stuff on the other one.
So I'll let you handle that one.
Retie the mono shooting loop every once in a while. Does it wear out?
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna. So I'm guessing he's talking about the loop where the head goes on.
Yeah, if that's wearing out, replace your running line, because I don't do that unless maybe I don't know.
Cut you're seeing 8 feet off or something.
You're seeing it nicked or something like that. Or if you don't, I think it's like 110 feet or 27 yards. The running line. If you're not throwing it 140 feet every time, I'm guessing you could probably take that first 30 feet off and cut it, and then you've got whatever that is, 80. Math is hard.
I'm not supporting you on this one.
80 feet left of running line.
You're
so
on your own.
Plus your head, that's still a 100-foot cast. So, but it's also like the SA stuff is $16. So I mean, come in the shop and we'll just spin it up there for you. Let's take this GoPro up the beat station. We've got 20 minutes left to hear some bangers. I only have one break right now that I worked on, but I sent it to my buddy, and he's like,
"It's aggressive.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty aggressive.
I feel pretty good about it." My buddy that I used to produce music with is coming over Sunday, and we're going to do a full night owl session because none of us have to work on Sunday, so we're just going to stay up and mess around with that MIDI controller and nerd out and drink a bunch of coffee and get weird with it.
Yeah. Anyone have any other questions on like fishing?
Oh, somebody said got the 888 Loomis for carp as you recommended. You're going to be real happy. Yeah. Some of the Loomis rods are some of the best for carp fishing. I know a lot of people have their favorite rod out there for doing it. I just see a lot of people casting. Here's the setup. Either the NRX Plus 8-weight salt, the IMX Pro V2, not the salt, just the normal one. But the salt one's fine because you can use it for obviously salt fishing, redfish, bonefish, all that stuff. It's just a little faster. The cool thing about those rods is, or any rod, is when you dump that Scientific Angler's bass taper on there, it's two sizes loaded and the taper's short as fuck.
Well, you're not making long casts either. Super long casts.
You want to tell me about catfish?
Just one.
You gonna just sigh again?
Just want the
2 cheeseburgers, huh?
Oh, they were little. They were just little ones.
Yeah. Sliders?
Dairy Queen doesn't do sliders.
Yeah, I was gonna try to.
Little Big Burger. When's the last time you went to Little Big Burger?
That shit's pretty good.
That shit's fucking fuego.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say gas, and I was gonna be like, don't do that.
Straight gas.
Yeah. Okay.
Smash.
Just reel it onto another reel, and boom, you have fresh line again. That's a great tip. Boom, roasted. EDM dubstep. I didn't get into the dubstep. I like the faster stuff, but I like the drum and bass. But I like some dubstep. But I like EDM. I like a lot of different music. But whatever.
Did you go to a Skrillex phase?
No, Skrillex is a lot of like. There's a lot of a lot of like yelling vocals and stuff. I'm like,
I didn't go through that phase.
Clute was pretty good. I like that jungly shit. Anyways, I'm getting out of there.
Jungly shit.
It's good, man. It's good
jungle.
Time. It's good time. So yeah, gonna be doing that. So anyways, carp stuff. Make your leader short. If you're fishing deeper than like 5 feet of water, you're never gonna get them. Your fly's never gonna sink fast enough before they see it or spook or something. So an easy way, I tie a lot of my own, but you can just get like get the saltwater, the SA saltwater, 12 pound, 9 foot, and cut it back about 2 feet. So it's like it terminates at 16 pound. They're not leader shy for whatever reason, how spooky they are. That stuff's pretty invisible too. So you got like a 7-foot leader of 16 pound. And I mean, I have 3 rods when I go carp fishing, so I never have to cut that leader back. I have 3 specific flies that I like depending on water clarity and depth and how spooky they are or what the sun's doing. So I just pull up on a spot, we just grab a different rod. But yeah, the IMX Pro original 8-foot 10-inch streamer rod, it's kind of medium action. If you ever find the one piece,
yeah, I was gonna say, you ever fish that?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. They're sick as fuck.
You
can't travel with them, and you got to have a rod carrier on your rig. But it's like you could reef on that rod, and you making eye contact with me? Burgers. You're eating burgers.
That one piece is.
Yeah, because that's the hardest part is turning those fish because they're just really strong and big. So that works good. Yeah, I'm trying to think like a really inexpensive one that you can fish.
Predator?
I haven't fished a predator, but Jeff fishes those for redfish.
It works for that.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It's not breaking.
But it's just that line turns it over. Yeah, that's it.
This is it. 15 more minutes.
Yeah, so the 2 people booked the last 2 tiger muskie days I have this year in May and June. I got 1 day open, I think. I might have a Sunday open in there somewhere too, but I don't think so. So if you want to fish tiger muskie this year, get at me. You can catch them all summer. I just like to get them when they're really aggressive and they haven't seen flies all year. So
Also bass next year.
bass, yeah.
Fucking excited about that.
Yeah, everybody's got some open dates for that. I think I've got between the season, I think I've got like maybe 6 or 7 days still open for smallies. And then carp, I have 1 day open. And it's the 4th of July because everybody's like, I'd rather barbecue and fucking blow my dick off with fireworks. And it's like, great. I fucking hate the 4th of July. There, I said it.
How many boats do you think are going to be on the water on 4th of July?
They're not on the water. They're all on the islands. Just being like, woo, America, or whatever the fuck they're doing.
How many tents?
Lots of tents. But being on the water, there's really nobody out there. So if you don't want to do the barbecue fucking shit or whatever, that's the only day. And obviously, it's always sold out because I give my guys first right of refusal, and everybody seems to rebook the following year. So it's hard to get in there. Luckily, global warming, whether you believe in it or not, like however it's caused, it's happening. So our summers are probably going to get longer, so that may extend out, a week more into June, or sometimes we have a really warm September and we can guide through September, but the river starts to get low and they kind of get a little spooky, but we can still get it done. But fuck, man,
what'd that guy say?
July and August, great. What do you guys think about Echo spay rods, or what is the best spay rod bang for your buck? The Echo full spay.
Sure.
For sure. I mean, the Echo full spay by far is the best bang for your buck. It's like a discount Asquith. It does a lot that the Asquith does. It won't throw it as far. It won't throw it as easy, but it is like a really good rod, and it's less than $600. I think it's $595.
Yeah. I would say just buy the best rod at the most of your budget can allow. I don't know. I like knowing that I'm using quality gear.
Mm-hmm.
Echo rods are great. The warranty program's great.
Yeah,
They're local guys.
If you break it, it's not like a lot of money. I think it's like for the spay rod's like $50.
Yeah.
The Beulah Platinum 2, the 13-2 7-weight, I think. It's pretty slick too. That's maybe the only Beulah rod that I like, spay rod. So, but it's a little more. It's like $695. I don't think it's worth it. It looks a little better. The reel seat's nicer and shit, but fuck that. Like, we're talking about how it fishes. We look stupid wearing waders and stuff. People are like, but look at the reel seat. You look like a dumbass. Don't worry. I look like a dumbass. Everybody
But the
does.
componentry's so nice.
Yeah, but they got these guides, whatever. Does it make it throw further? No. But if you want to spend the money on it, go for it. But yeah, that Echo full space badass. Yeah, somebody needs to jump on that open spot. For sure. Like I said, I think it's the open muskie date is I think like June 18th, I think. June 17th or 18th. Everything else sold out. Carp, July 4th, that's it. And then, going forward, I am going to buy a bass boat, full sparkle pony. Yeah, because I just got to keep buying boats. And I'm putting
four boats.
Ton of time in the next year to learn the Columbia for smallmouth because they're giant and I want to catch a lot of big.
Just throw all those ideas out there.
Well, no one's going to do
Cam,
it.
I did see your text go by, Cam. Good on ya.
Well, we're going to have the OPST in the shop. I don't know. I saw the email where they replied, so I don't know.
I was filling it out today.
By next week or whatever, it'll be in the shop. Airflow will probably be in there in 2 weeks. SA's already in there.
Yep. SA will show up. We got more running line Tuesday or Wednesday.
Cool.
That's when the the 30 and the 40 show back up.
Yeah, we got a couple really cool lines for stillwater fishing next year. I don't do it.
Parabolics, I saw that.
Parabolics are sick, so I had to look that word up. But basically, from your rod tip, the sink tip goes down, and then it actually comes back up. So as you're stripping it through the lakes, when you strip it, it's bringing it down, but it's not going to be in the weeds the whole time. So it's in the strike zone longer. Kind of a game changer.
A very interesting action on it.
Yeah, so kind of a little game changer for stillwater fishing. If you guys fish a lot of lakes, you know, when it ice out comes in late May through early July when it's really prime, and you want to take whatever, if you have kids or friends that aren't good at fishing or want to get into it, that's a great line that you just kick around on a belly boat or raft or canoe, and you'll fuck them up on just little woolly boogers.
Garmin live scope. Yeah.
Well, Cam's on for
2 live scopes.
Well, Cam, yeah. I mean, sign up for the muskie trip because although I like all the clients the same, I don't wait. It's just like DM me or whatever. Or maybe I just keep it open and I actually get to fish for tiger muskie once in prime time because I only got to fish it one day last year because my guys had to go to a baseball game. Gabe and David, I'm looking at you. And I literally dropped them off at 2:30, drove across the lake, and caught one in 10 minutes, and then sent them the video because I'm like that.
Petty. Real petty. Real petty.
So,
God, 8 minutes of my life.
I mean, we just end it right now. I don't think anyone's like,
else. I think we did it.
We did do the thing.
We did the thing. We only got one. I'm fine with that. Look at that.
Yeah, we run out of ideas to tie flies now because we're just in winter mode, and I only fish really 2 flies. I fish the tail light, which is a rabbit tube, obviously, rabbit strip,
Which we've covered.
which we did last week or the
I
week before.
Yeah.
And I fish kind of doctored up marabou tube. That's it. Different weights, not super heavy. It's more like unweighted and lightly weighted.
Keep it simple. Don't fucking confuse yourself and worry about the right fly. I'd worry more about the right time, the right water.
I mean, I'll gladly tie bass flies and musky flies to gear up for season. So maybe give you guys a little preview of what we're going to be tying on the Fly Tying Expo in March because we are going to be in Albany. Like I said, myself, Colby, and Gabe tying a bunch of leggy boys, flea and crays. These are all badass, articulated, super rubbery swim bait flies that crush in the spring when the water's high and dirty. I'm going to tie some carp flies, secrets out, and probably a couple musky flies. Again, I'm not going to tie the shit that I use every day, but I'm going to tie the stuff that I used like 3 years ago. But it still works. Like we caught musky, we just didn't catch as many as the new ones. But that's a tightly guarded secret, and I'm not bullshit because I don't want to show those.
Oh, what did Jack say?
Thought for high water, steelhead fishing, and any tips for the sandy tomorrow. Somebody else said. High water, super easy.
Inside.
Yeah, they're all inside. They're like the first, however far the closest seam is, whether it's 8 feet out or 20 feet out, they're going to be all inside. They don't want to be in the fast water, so lighten your tips up, T8, enlarge your flies, and make sure they're unweighted and cover the fuck out of water. They're really aggressive that time. Don't trout set. Any tips for the sandy tomorrow? It's probably going to be crowded, so I'd get there hella early. That's for sure.
Yep.
And again, cover water. Don't cast twice to the same spot. When people are like, how far should I step in between steps? How clear is it? If there's a foot of visibility, I'm probably only taking 1 step. I hate that, but I will be like militant about that. In clear water, I probably miss fish, but I mow through shit. I'll take 5, 6, 7 steps until I hit the bucket. Then I'll slow down to just like maybe 4. But I move a lot. My whole basis is that I don't want the fish that's like, I might pluck. I want the fish that's going to move at least a couple feet for that fly. Not all of them are, but that's where I'm at in my steelheading.
Step into the water and keep going until your feet disappear. And from that distance, from your foot to wherever you are in the water, that's about as far as you should be stepping per swing.
But yeah, I can almost guarantee there's a couple fish in the sandy tomorrow. It's early, so it's not gonna. I mean, it's like the 10th of December, 8th of December, whatever it is. You could get there. I would either get there early, or it looks like the river's gonna bump up at like 5, but it's dark by then. So go at like 2 p.m.
Well, evening sesh.
Like when everybody's gone, and maybe the water's a little clearer, maybe it's a little bit more drop, maybe they start holding in there, one or the other. But somebody will probably catch a fish tomorrow. I won't, because I'll be at the shop.
Womp womp.
Anyways, we did it. There's 4 minutes left, but I don't care.
Yeah, finish the drink.
Yep.
Maybe another dart.
Yeah,
And
we're really doing it.
I got my shit and
Probably go by Dairy Queen, couple more burgers.
a couple more burgers.
Couple more burgers to go.
Feels nice and right.
Maybe those fries.
Are their fries good?
Oh, fuck
Dairy
yeah.
Queen's fries? I'm not a big fry. I mean, like Little Big Burgers, truffle fries.
See,
Those
I
things.
don't like those. I mean, I'll eat them, but they're not like soggy at Dairy Queen. They've got crunch to them.
Oh, I like soggy fries.
Oh, then go to Mike's. Like,
Yeah. Oh no, trust me. Yeah, that's what I had last week.
it's like mashed potatoes in fry
The
form.
liquid form.
Anyways, if you guys don't tell us what to tie via DM next week, I'm tying a musky fly. I just
Yeah,
or
send
bass
some
fly.
recommendations in. Fucking anything makes it easier.
probably a guide musky fly, meaning something that I can tie within an hour. And I don't care if you guys tie and fish it; they work, they're fine.
Not doing a GP.
Do the GP for sure.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah. So
Throw in your recommendations. Let us know what you'd like to see. One of us will do it, or none of us will do it.
Yep. If you come in the shop, sign up for the newsletter. Bunch of classes coming up. Lake classes, bass fly tying classes, musky fly tying classes, winter steelhead fly tying classes. To recap again,
Entomology classes coming up too.
entomology classes, lake classes, and
Doing a
obviously
trout
the
spade class too. down the line.
these guys are doing a
that
couple
together.
trout spay classes, and then in February, fly fishing film tour, February 17th. It's a Saturday. Pre-funking at the shop, 3 to 5. We're providing a bunch of food. Bring your own beer. Couple contests. We're gonna give some shit away. Then we're all mobbing down there to Bear Paw, pre-funking, going to the show. It should be good. We're giving away a Swift Cast, Riversmith Swift Cast rod holder. Well, we're not, but Riversmith is. So we'll be presenting that at the show. So that should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. We out.
Good to see you, Hagen. Later, buddy. Namaste.
I'm gonna go.
Now I'm gonna go.
Oh, I forgot it doesn't have the button.
Fucking Russell.
I wonder why this